Have you ever heard of the Thompson subdivision in Sarasota? It's a small area that's surrounded by Arlington Park and Southgate. It's just southeast of Sarasota Memorial Hospital. Take a tour of this cozy, quintessential Florida neighborhood in today's tour. So Thompson subdivision is right next to Arlington Park, and Arlington Park is a larger neighborhood that kind of butts up to the Thompson subdivision. And per the tax record, I was only able to find like 9 homes, most of which are on Datura Street and Hyde Park Street. And geographically speaking, it is such an ideal location. So it's southeast of the Sarasota Memorial Hospital. And by the way, I did a whole video in my playlist about the healthcare options here. Sarasota Memorial is obviously one of them, and a very, very highly ranked, I hear and see and read. So we're really close by. So God forbid something happens, the hospital's right there. It's really like within a block. And we are in the city limits here too. So I've got an upcoming listing here on Datura Street. So check that out as well in the playlist coming up. And in the city limits, you can rent weekly. So even if you just buy for yourself or a second home, it is a really, really desirable thing that you can do that. And it's for resale. It's wonderful if you want to do an Airbnb or VRBO. I can't tell you how really valuable that is, because everything in the county outside of the city limits, unless you're in a specific HOA that allows it or that's grandfathered in, or condos, it depends, are monthly or longer. So really conducive to Airbnb. I can't say that enough in here. Probably say it again. So like I said, a really small neighborhood. I'm actually doing this video here at Arlington Park. It's a park and aquatic center. That building there, beyond that, there's a pool. And of course, there's a little park here, and there's some lakes and tennis courts, just like cozy. I tried to pick a spot that was quieter because all the landscapers are out and it's super loud. So for this neighborhood being non-deed restricted, so as long as your property line sits within the setbacks, you could put a pool in, you can keep campers, you can keep commercial vehicles, trailers, that sort of thing, because you don't have the deed restriction. You also don't have HOA fees, CDD fees, and also the property I'm taking on as a listing is in flood zone X, which is hugely important, especially post Hurricane Milton, Helene, and Debbie. So this is going to be a great area, really convenient to a bunch of amenities, not just the Sarasota Memorial Hospital, but off of Hillview area, there are a bunch of boutique restaurants, the Gourmet Morton's grocery store, and little bars and just fun places to go, and locally owned and operated restaurants. We love, love, love that, some of which I've had on the channel separately here. So also, of course, nearby is downtown Sarasota. From this park, I would say it's probably a 3-minute drive. I mean, it's really, really so close. And I love this, like, there's a lot of shade here. There's a lot of oak trees here, but there's also a lot of open space and walking trails. And lots of people come to Sarasota because of the weather, and to be able to walk outside and to be in nature and to bird watch and just have a little piece of like solitude within close proximity, or in the city, because it's in the city here. So I just love these older, very established Florida neighborhoods. And in the clip, you'll see that, we're still, again, picking up debris from the storm. So I try to take clips of the, more picked up areas, but, it is what it is. And by the way, if you follow my social media, I've noticed a lot of extra police and truckers and just a large presence here. Really, really, really trying to get this back up and as beautiful as it always has been, to accommodate all the tourists coming up for season, the pre-holidays coming up. As of the date of filming here, we're before Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I noticed that they're already starting to put the Christmas stuff up around town. And, we're really trying to get our city back to how beautiful it was before the storms. But A lot of the homes here, being that they are older, like in the 1950s and 60s built, really have stood the test of time. Okay, minimal damage. Again, not in a flood zone. Not that you can't have a flood in a non-flood zone, but I don't think many of these have even flooded. And they have had minimal damage, lots of debris, of course, as I mentioned, but you know, missing shingles, fences down, and things like that. But like big structural damage and flooding, we're not seeing that here, which is a blessing. But again, desirable area close to world-renowned beaches. And I hope you enjoyed this little tour of Thompson Subdivision next to Arlington Park and desired Southgate. And if you have any questions about this area or other areas, I would love to speak with you if you're a buyer. Maybe you want to invest in the area, talk Airbnb. I have an Airbnb really close by, so of course I love this area, and I can inform you as to like the ups and the downs and the vendors and all the things. But the home I have coming up here on Datura Street is really updated. It's move-in ready. Just very quintessential Florida ranch home that I'm excited to present to the market at $699. So anyway, my number is 941-544-7690. Website shaylatwit.com. Very easy. Email as well, shaylatwit@gmail.com. Thank you.